Hey there, everybody. Catherine again. We're popping in here with a stuffed acorn squash. Okay, so your first step on this one is going to be to cut your squash in half. So you're going to want to cut it kind of through the stem. This one I trimmed at the end only because it was weird, and so I couldn't balance it to cut it. But you're gonna cut them this way, and then I drizzled with olive oil, and then you're gonna put them cut side down on your pan, and we're gonna throw those in the oven and let those roast for a while. And then while you're doing that, I'm gonna turn you guys down. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna prepare here. While that's roasting, we're gonna be doing the filling, okay? So I've got my skillet here. It's actually hot. I just brought it over here, put a little butter in. You could use olive oil. And then these are the sausages I got. But I wanted to show you if these, you could either cut them with the scissors or basically you want the sausage to come out of the middle. These are in a casing. And so you don't want to, brown them like an entire sausage, but I know this is kind of gross, but that's what essentially you're gonna do. And then this will brown just like ground meat. And then while this, I'm gonna let this brown for just a little bit. And while that's working, I will be working on mushrooms. And so to do my mushrooms, I'm gonna remove the stems from all of them. Oops. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this handy dandy, it's actually an egg slicer, but let's try it this way. Usually works pretty fantastic for mushrooms. Check that out. Okay, and then those are also gonna go, just as I'm gonna get the sausage going, and then I'll, work over by the stove, and as this is browning, I will just continue to slice mushrooms, put those in. The apple goes in last, and that's gonna be, cut and sliced, and then we will go from there. So I'm gonna keep working. Oh, sorry, that was bouncy. Working on the sausage, get the squash in, and then we'll be back to assemble. Okay, we're back, and all of our ingredients are finished, and we are just ready to quickly assemble on this one. So I want to show you one thing. I have flipped these the right way, but just to show you, like when you're cooking these this way, the way I always just check to see if they're done is like if I push my finger on it and they'll move, then I know they're finished. So here are my 6 squash. Here's the sausage, mushroom, and apple mix. And as you can see, like it got pretty, it got good, and I used the mix and chop, and it gets pretty small. At this point, you can choose if you would like to add Parmesan or not into the mix, or just on the top. I'm gonna just add it on the top. But this is one, if you need to have a meal with no dairy, this is perfect. Let's see, what else? The sausage, the mushrooms, the apples, the sage, the 3 onion, a little bit of salt and pepper in here, and that is it. If you are a homemade stuffing mix maker, this sausage mix is awesome to make with stuffing. I usually just add in celery as well, but it's super yummy with the apples and the mushrooms, and the mushrooms do get pretty small if you have people that don't care for them, which I think most households do. Okay, so that is it. Look at, I've lost things. Pick up everything I've lost. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Parmesan on some of these. Basically just put over the top so it'll get a nice crispy top. Again, this is optional. Okay, and then if you're freezing these, essentially you are gonna put them in the disposable 9x13, cover with foil. They should all fit, in there pretty nicely like this. I'm gonna let these cool a little bit. And then on day of cooking, you'll just wanna thaw in the fridge the night before. And then you'll just bake these because your squash has already roasted and all the way through. You're basically just baking them to bring everything back up to temperature, hot and bubbly. And if you do the cheese, you know, obviously browned and melted on the top. So that's it for this one. So healthy. And super flexible to all sorts of eating plans on this one. I know the times that we've had seasons where we're cutting things out. This is a go-to for us without the cheese. And it's super delicious. So enjoy and let us know if you have any questions on this one.